Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nneamaka, and welcome to NneamakaDotCom. On this channel, we talk about faith, lifestyle, marriage, relationship, business, and today we're doing the business segment. So we're going to talk about the bright side of entrepreneurship. Who is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is someone who runs his or her own business. Is it risky? Yes. Is it profitable? Yes. And at the end of the day, guess what? It actually builds you up. Yes, I said it. Entrepreneurship is a process that will build you up as a person, that will help you to actually take decisions, be responsible for your decisions, whether they are good or bad, or whether they fail or succeed. And guess what? Keep doing it. An entrepreneur is somebody that is resilient even in the face of obstacles. And when you're motivated about your business, no matter what is happening, you don't want your business to fail. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it if you find it interesting. Okay, so let's dive right into it. First off, one of the bright side of being an entrepreneur is the fact that you are your own boss. You heard me right. You are your own boss. You know, everybody wants to be called MD, CEO boss. And as an entrepreneur, you get to be called a boss of your business. But guess what? A lot of responsibility lies with being that boss. So are you ready to fulfill the responsibilities? Are you ready to stand and take action, face them squarely, and keep moving? Then you're ready to be called the boss. So moving forward, another bright side of entrepreneurship is if your business is making profits, then you're balling, like you're enjoying, you can spend your money, you can do fun things and all of that. But when your business is not making profit, guess what? You actually still have to pay your bills, so you're not balling. So when you put in the hard work, you'll get rewarded as an entrepreneur. But if you don't put in any work, my dear, nothing for you, sha. So entrepreneurship, the bright side of entrepreneurship is that when you work hard, your hard work will eventually pay off. But as an entrepreneur, you can't even tell when. You just keep putting in the work, and with time, your business will actually scale up. You will do better. You will have your own clients, and you'll be able to at least be sure of a margin of profit you can make monthly. So being an entrepreneur is interesting. Yes, it's quite interesting. So another bright side of being an entrepreneur is that you get to meet other business owners. You get to have a story to tell, because when you call on a lot of entrepreneurs and they tell you the story of how they started, where they are, and how they did it, sometimes it's it's amazing. It shows a level of growth, a level of persistence, and it tells a lot about you as a person. So entrepreneurs, kudos, you have a great story to tell, and you can share your story to inspire the next upcoming entrepreneur to put in the work, and eventually it will pay off. And another bright side of entrepreneurship is that you have flexible work hours. When I mean flexible, you can decide to wake up by 10 o'clock and start work at 10, and you can decide to close by 12 o'clock. It depends on what you want to achieve for that day. So as an entrepreneur, you have the flexibility of playing with your time, unlike someone that must be at work from 9 to 5. And if you prioritize yourself and plan yourself properly, you can have time to do a lot of other things, spend time with your family, go for those gatherings. You will not miss them because you can plan around all those as an entrepreneur. So the flexible time is so wonderful. You can decide to work in the midnight and do a lot of things. You can get them sorted, and then during the day you're free. So it depends on what works for you, but at the end of the day, you must put in the work for you to be profitable and for your business to grow. So as an entrepreneur, that flexible work time for me is one of the wonderful things I like about being an entrepreneur, because I can decide how my day is going to look like. I can just decide that when I wake up, I'll do this, I'll do that, and plan accordingly, because I run my business. I'm a boss lady. So that's one of the fun things of being an entrepreneur, or the bright side of being an entrepreneur. Another bright side, or another good part of being an entrepreneur is you get to network. Like, you have to work with other businesses, know other CEOs, like, market yourself to other people. So Another bright side of being an entrepreneur is that you get to be creative. Like you cannot afford to be dulling. You have to think of better ways to improve your business. You have to always put on your thinking cap, like always be thinking ahead of your competition. What do you do? What do you not do? So entrepreneurship helps you to be creative. You cannot allow your business to be at the same spot for so long. So every time you're thinking of how to improve your business, what to do differently, how to improve it, how to build a better structure, how to work and make more money, how to even save the money, how to invest the money. An entrepreneur has to think. Like you cannot afford to just go through how to pay your staff. So I think one of the wonderful things about being an entrepreneur is that you get to be creative. Another good or another bright side of entrepreneurship is that you have to think outside the box. You cannot afford to be thinking on one side. You have to weigh two options, make a decision. You have to sleep, wake up, you're thinking business. Sleep, wake up, you're thinking of improvement. Sleep, wake up, you're thinking of, okay, what do I do differently that will actually impact my business and make it grow? So the life of an entrepreneur is that life of, wow, you're putting in the work, you're putting in the effort, but you're thinking, okay, what do I do? What do I do? So at all times, you're thinking outside the box, inside the box, by the side of the box. Try your thinking. That thought process is what makes you different from other people, because if that business fails, you failed at your business. But if it succeeds, you will actually take the glory for working hard and making it succeed by the grace of God. Let's not forget that part, because the grace of God is the ultimate in our business growing or being successful. On our own, we really can never do it. Another very bright side of being an entrepreneur is the fact that you're living your dream. Like, imagine this is what you want out of life, you're working hard at it, you're seeing it come to pass. That is so fulfilling. So as an entrepreneur, you get to say, this is the kind of business I want, this is the ethics, the moral I want in my business, this is how I want to go about my business. And if you see it come to pass, you're fulfilled. Like, it's your life's dream, you're living that dream that you've thought in your mind, that you've prayed about. So I love that part of being an entrepreneur. You get to decide on the kind of business you want. You want a Christian-based business, you get it. You want to work with this kind of thing and all of that. So you actually decide on the kind of business you want, what you want to do in your business, what you do not want to do, where you're willing to compromise, where you're not willing to compromise, and you're getting to live your best life as an entrepreneur. I hope that works for you. And or another bright side of being an entrepreneur is you're leaving a legacy. Imagine working for somebody from 9 to 5. It gets to a point where you must resign. But if you own your own business, you're able to transfer your wealth to your generation. Like, if you prepare your children, if you prepare your family, if they know a lot about your business, it can become a generational business. You can transfer it from yourself to your children, to your grandchildren, and so you're leaving a blessing for your children. So as an entrepreneur, you're building something big. If you work hard at it, you build structure, you put the right people, you pray about your business, you're building wealth for your generation. You're being a blessing to your generation. You're actually fulfilling what the Bible says you should. Blessing your children. So being an entrepreneur is fun. Guess what? It also helps you to grow. Like, as an entrepreneur, you have to fit it out sometimes. Take risk. Say, okay, no matter what happens, I'm going to do this. That's the life of an entrepreneur. You grow yourself, you grow your persistence, you grow your faith level, you grow your relationships, you grow even your Christian self. You're a Christian, you actually grow as a Christian, as an entrepreneur, because you have to believe God for something. Sometimes just like, I believe in God, this is what will happen. You have to confess into your business. You have to actually just be persistent, be willing to put in your all, be willing to actually, even when it goes wrong, willing to take responsibility for your take responsibility for your business. Like, I've started so many businesses, and guess what? A lot of them have failed. Like, if I want to talk about the number of businesses I've started that have failed, it can fill up a lot of notebooks. But guess what? With every failed experience, I learned to even do better. I learned my mistake. Maybe I didn't pray enough. Maybe I did not even structure it. Well, you know, there are so many mistakes you can make, but you learn from it. You pick up where you left from and you try again. As an entrepreneur, you have to keep trying. The Bible says the righteous man falleth 7 times and he riseth again. So as an entrepreneur, that is your life. Even when your business is falling, you can restructure, you can re-strategize, but at the end of the day, you're doing something. And guess what? You're meeting a need. It can be by providing a service to people who need that service. It can be by selling products to people that need that particular product. But as an entrepreneur, you're doing something. You're meeting a need. You're providing or putting something back, giving something back to society in your own little way. So this video is shouting out to every entrepreneur there. Guess what? You're doing well. You're doing good. Keep doing it. Keep sticking to your goals. Keep trying your best. Keep being persistent, and most importantly, keep having faith in God, because all of us must blow finally. Okay, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you like this video. Like it, share it, and until we see next time. Mwah.